down in the den. So go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth is about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Welcome, den mates, and welcome back to Down in the Den. It's your host, Mars, a.k.a. Marlon Beardo, the Bearded Weirdo, the Stellarosa Casanova, the creator of culture, and the Should Knight of the podcast game. And I am here, Black History Month, Black Business Spotlight. I am honored and proud to present a young woman who is really doing her thing in the community, really helping out, really just making sure that health is number one. I want to give a warm Down in the Den welcome to Miss Nikita McAllister. Miss McAllister and Nikita, how are you doing today?
I'm well, and you?
Oh, couldn't be any better. If it was any better, I'm pretty sure it would be illegal. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're busy, but being able to share your story, I think is going to be very important. And I just want to give you, before we even begin, a huge congratulations on what you're doing, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So my first question, for those who are familiar with our show, origin story. I'm very interested on what triggers people to find their journey and find their path, because so many haven't. So many are confused or unsure on which path they're destined to walk. So what is your origin story? What triggered in your life to make you determine that this is the path for you?
Uh, I would say, first of all, my family. I come from a very caring family, always seeing them take care of each other, watching how my grandmother took care of my aunt, and so on. Also, the fact that my mom was into home care and nursing. So seeing her in the field also, and it intrigued me more to learn more about it and to wanted to be in it. So I started, just started basically doing private duty, taking care of people here and there that needed some help that I saw and just wanted to help them out. And that grew into me becoming certified, moving into working at to another home care service. I was working for a friend of mine through their home care service and still saw some things that I felt that I could do better to provide more attentive care and more attention, more personal touch to stuff that I saw that wasn't being done. So I decided in 2020 to step out on my own after actually talking to one of my clients who really inspired me to go for it.
Awesome, awesome. So the service is called Our Hearts Home Care, correct?
Yes.
And do you have a social media page or a website where people can dig in and get a little bit more information about your company?
Yes, we're on Yelp with Our Hearts Home Care. Our website is www.ourhearts Home Care LLC.com. We also have Instagram, which is Our Hearts, and we're on LinkedIn.
Awesome, awesome. Guys, please do me a favor. Make sure you follow, especially our pattern. Our age group for the show, our demographic, we're in our mid 30s, 40s, and up. And those who still have our parents are certainly, it's become crystallized that good healthcare and good home care is so important. Important. You mentioned, following the path with your mother. You're also doing this on your own over 15 years, personal care. What challenges, you mentioned you saw some things that you can do better. What challenges did you notice working for others, that you don't have to name names or
Yep.
companies, that you realize, hey, this is something that we need a little bit more attention to? Because I know, I have parents that are in their late 70s, and as we get to that time, that's always a concern for me. And I'm the only kid, so as the only kid, it falls on me. What type of things did you witness?
I saw, a lot of home care services. Well, I had clients that would tell me that they being an elderly person, first of all, they like to know who's taking care of them. They want to know more about the company and the people. So I noticed a lot of home care clients never met the owners of the home care service. They never got a call to give them a sense of security and a sense of personalizing the home care. So I saw caregivers that didn't take time to listen and observe what what the clients really wanted to do. It was like a set pattern of go in, do this, XYZ, but not adding a personal touch, not talking to the clients and seeing what they enjoyed. I had clients that they never able to get out and go to the park or go to just walk around the dollar store, go to the flea market. So I made it my mission as an owner to make sure I reach out to each one of my clients personally. They have my personal cell number. If they ever have an issue with any aids or anything they need, they know that they can directly reach me. And I talk to them, I check on them. We do Christmas gifts, cards, Valentine's. So it's I just saw where you could be more personalized with them to make them feel warm and welcome. And especially a lot of them don't have family in town.
Right.
So you want to make sure that they know that they have somebody here that they can call if they need.
That's absolutely true, and it warms my heart to hear you taking that. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that personal touch
Yeah.
means so much. So I'm so happy to hear that. And you mentioned you went out on your own on 2020, and that seems like a reoccurring thing. So much transition in 2020, that particular year. Every artist, even myself, 2020 is when we started stepping into this field. We talk about a lot about on the show is stepping out on faith, because it can certainly be scary
Oh,
to make that change and you've been doing something 10, 15, 20, 25 years and then you switch overnight. Um how does stepping out on faith personally guide your decisions in whether it's balancing business, sustainability, or client-centered care? How's that affected you, giving you that just extra boost knowing that you can do it?
well, I am definitely very faith driven, first of all. So it was scary. It was scary, but I knew what I was doing and I knew what the need for it was. So I pretty much just said my prayers and asked God to order my steps and moved forward. Mm,
Absolutely. Now, you are in Columbia, correct? South Carolina?
yes.
Okay. And right now, how many are you looking into expanding? Are you looking what is the future look like for our hearts? Are you looking expanding, getting more and more clients, or even maybe considering other states? Because a service like what you're providing is something that really nationally is something that we can use. What are the future plans for the company?
I am definitely looking into expanding. Right now, I service probably about 7 counties in South Carolina, which is Richland County, Lexington County, Newberry County, Orangeburg County, Calhoun County, Orangeburg County, um, Fairfield County. So I'm looking to expand into more counties. I'm also looking to branch out into going a little bigger and starting a resident home because I notice a lot of clients either live with some family members and at a certain point in time, they can't stay there and they wind up in facilities. I want to do a more personalized facility, like a resident home, where it's still their home, but not a big facility that's just a whole lot of people and they don't get the personalized attention that they need.
Absolutely. Awesome. Awesome. Now, when you're caring for someone in our childhood and our elderly states are our most vulnerable states as human beings. And they could be elderly, disabled, or even healing. And you're stepping into their sacred space, their home, you're stepping into their life. What has that responsibility overall taught you just about humanity? And has it changed you personally?
Yes, it definitely has changed me. I walked in and seen some clients that's just drained, and like I can't state enough the state that sometimes they're in where they don't feel comfortable in their space. And going in to see somebody and doing what I do for them or what they need done, where the next time I come, they expect me, they're happy to see me, and it changes me because I know I've done something for someone that brightened their day, that gave them something to look forward to see me or to see one of my aides to come in the next day or ask about us. So um it's just it's a heartwarming feeling when you make a difference in somebody's life and they express how much you've done for them.
It's wonderful, wonderful. I have one final question because I know you're busy and what you do is so important. Every season we do themes, and this season the theme is legacy. So when people say your name and when they mention your company 20 years from now, what do you hope they say about Our Hearts Home Care, and what do you hope they say that it stood for?
Compassion. Um, that we were very caring and that we always brought a smile to their faces. Yeah.
Compassion. That's the
Mm,
word of the
mm,
day. I love
yes.
I love it. Well, Nikita, I want to thank you so much for taking out a portion of your day to share that message, and it's extremely important. Like I said, our children and our elderly, especially our elderly, are at a very vulnerable time, and they deserve dignity, and they deserve to be cared for with dignity, and we wouldn't be there without their wisdom. So what you do, I feel is extremely important, and I thank you. I want to wish you continued blessings and success. And for the people listening and watching at home, one more time, if you could tell them your social media, your um, your web page, and where they can find you.
Our webpage is www.ourheartshomecare.llc.com. We're on Instagram under Our Hearts Home Care. We're on Yelp on Our Hearts Home Care. And we're also on LinkedIn, Our Hearts Home Care. And we're located on Gardens Ferry Road, 7358. And you can find us here. And our number is 803-542-7074.
Awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank
Guys,
you.
thank you so much for tuning in. Please check her out and check out the services. If you are like me and you have, elderly parents that are starting to get to that age where, they may need a little help, something like this is something you should start looking into now. You don't want to be scrambling and something happens, because something can happen just like that. And now you don't know what to do. So once again, I think what you're doing is amazing. I thank you so much for your compassion and care. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Down in the Den. I need you guys to do a couple of things for me. I need you to smash that like button if you're on YouTube. I need you to turn on your notification. And if you're listening at home or on one of your favorite podcast streams, go ahead and give us some feedback. Leave us a star to a comment. It helps us grow and reach the masses of audience that we've been doing for these last 6 years. And once again, Nikita, thank you so much for joining us. I wish you nothing but success. And guys, we end every episode the same way. It's all about peace, love, unity, and respect. We out of here. Deuces.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're clear. Thank